We are changing classroom because this one is too small.
The lecture, Management in Japan, will take place in week 7.
Students are not allowed to take the journals out of the library.
Your tutor is very helpful. Please do ask if you don't understand the question.
Environmental friendliness is a new category in which campuses are competing.
I can give you a hand if you need some help in finding a flat.
The United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy and parliamentary democracy.
I'll be in my office every day from 11 to 12. A full bibliography is needed at the end of all assignments.
By logging into the website, you read all terms and conditions regarding your enrollment.
Organic food is produced without chemicals and processed without additives.
Higher fees cause students to look more critically into what universities offer.
You can download all lecture handouts from the course website.
The psychology department is looking for volunteers to be involved in research projects.
We are delighted to have Professor Robert join our faculty.
Developments in information technology have greatly changed the way people work.
A computer virus destroyed all of my files.
History is not a simple collection of dates and events.
The new timetable will be posted on the website before classes start.
Applications for internship opportunities are available in the office.
The result will be available in the main quad and online.
I'm so glad you got here safely.
In English, the months of the year are always capitalized.
She's a specialist in 18th-century French literature.
He is almost never in his office. The wheelchair lift has been upgraded this month.
There won't be enough space for me in the car. They both have enough work to keep them going.
Resident Hall is closed prior to the academic building closing at the end of this semester.
Newspapers around the country are reporting the stories of the president.
College welcomes postgraduate students from all over the world.
The first few sentences of an essay should capture the reader's attention.
Would you pass me the textbook on that table?
Newspapers across the country reported a story about the president.
A limited amount of departmental funding is available for qualified students.
It's time to finalize this section before the Wednesday seminar.
Please sort and order the slides for the presentation according to topic and speech time.
In your introduction, show you understood the question in no more than 4 sentences.
This small Indian state is the land of forests, valleys, and snowy islands.
The United States has become a coffee culture in recent years.
We'll study the following 2 pictures in the next lecture.
We must always take great care when analyzing the data. No more than 4 people can be in the lab at once.
There is a fitness center next to the student union.
Tutoring sessions will last approximately 2 hours.
Let's see if the technology is going to cooperate for this presentation.
Being a vegan means not consuming any animal products.
Portfolios are due to the Internal Review Office no later than Tuesday.
Globalization and urbanization have been overwhelming phenomena.
Glass is not a true solid because it doesn't have a crystal structure.
Expertise in a particular area can distinguish you from the other graduates.
Sports are the causes of many traumatic brain injuries in the United States.
It can be argued that students learn more from doing collaborative rather than individual tasks.
Meteorology is the detailed study of the Earth's atmosphere.
All necessary information was included in the assignment.
The number of bankruptcies skyrocketed in the 3rd quarter.
Recent studies have thrown down on the validity of the argument.
She has to be everywhere, but today she's missed.
The United States has the largest chocolate manufacturing industry.
The Internet provides an unusual opportunity to examine current events from a global perspective.
You can pay using cash or a credit card.
Lecture Theatre 1 is located on the ground floor of the back of building.
Our capacity to respond to national needs will determine our ability to flourish.
Many of the university's original buildings are still in use.
There's almost too much information on this topic.
We offer a broad range of undergraduate and graduate courses.
Make sure you book a library tour during the first week of semester.
Many students are scared of writing essays, but then they never learn how.
Companies exist to make money, not to change society.
The main issue is decide how we want to launch the new product.
What distinguishes him from others is his dramatic use of black and white photography.
Business organizations need to satisfy their customers if they want to be successful.
Current statistical evidence indicates that further research is required.
Our geography assignments must be submitted by midday on Friday.
Physics is the study of matter and energy.
The elephant is the largest living land mammal.
By clicking this button, you agree with the terms and conditions of this website.
Basketball was created in 1891 by a physical education instructor.
He was constantly looking for ways to bring industry and agriculture closer together.
His hypothesis on black holes is rendered moot as the explanation is for nations.
The qualities needed by successful business managers are similar to those needed in school.
It is utmostly important that you don't rely on translation online.
I missed yesterday's lecture. Can I borrow your notes?
Put the knife and fork next to the spoon near the edge of the table.
In this library, books in the reserve collection can be borrowed for up to 3 hours.
The contest includes both land living history and human history.
The minimal mark for distinction grade is no less than 75%.
The office is open on Mondays and Thursdays directly following the freshman seminar sessions.
It is good for the environment, also good for your electricity bill.
As student union members, we can influence the change in the university.
We would like a videotape for the lecture.
Don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions.
Arteries carry oxygenated blood from the heart to the other parts of the body.
Today, we will be discussing the role of the government in preventing injustice.
The cafeteria closes soon, but snack machines are accessible throughout the night.
Most of the lectures begin promptly, so do not be late.
Many undergraduate students go back home and stay with the parents after graduation.
I didn't understand the author's point of view on immigration.
In the 1880s, cycling became a major phenomenon in Europe.
It's within that framework that we make our survey. An essay with few or no citations will be a cause of concern for lecturers.
All students and staff have access to the printers and scanners.
Conferences are always scheduled on the third Wednesday of the month.
Journalism is the collection and periodic publication or transmission of news.
Eating too much can lead to many health problems.
She has been in the library for a long time.
The author expressed an idea that modern readers invariably cannot accept. You should go to the reception to get your student card.
I would like an egg and tomatoes on white sandwich and orange juice.
Half of the marks in mathematics are allocated to the correct work.
To receive the reimbursement, you must keep the original receipts.
Number the beakers and put them away until tomorrow.
It is clear that there is little accurate documentation in support of this claim.
Most printers in the library are out of ink.
Unfortunately, the two most interesting economic electives clash on my timetable.
You should include your name and identification number on the registration form. The bookstore is located on the main campus behind the library.
The gap between rich and poor is not decreasing as rapidly as expected.
The technician left the new microscope in the biology lab.
Ideally, free trade is beneficial for trading with two partners.
Our university has strong partnerships with industry as well as collaborative relationships with government bodies. If you want to sell your book, it must have a bibliography. Negative discourse continues to be predominant in discussions about gender.
Only those who are over 18 years of age are eligible to open a bank account in our bank.
That country's economy is based primarily on tourism.
The older equipment has been put at the back of the building.
We want to attract the very best students regardless of their financial circumstances.
This is how we deliver health care to millions of people all over the world.
It is interesting to observe the development of the language skills of toddlers.
Please explain what the author means by sustainability.
We're dividing the class into 2 groups. You come with me. The rest should stay here.
If you forget your password, contact the support center.
The course comprises 20 hours of lectures, seminars, and tutorials each week.
This work will be the starting point of my discussion today.
The visiting professor is going to give a lecture on geology.
Modern business has to adapt and be flexible in order to survive.
In our consortium, students have access to 13 college libraries.
My tutor told him not to keep repeating the same arguments.
To understand this event, we need to go back to its origins.
The framework will help pose more research questions systematically.
It is clear that the effects of climate change will damage the world economy.
Major sports on campus include rugby, soccer, and tennis.
Presentation skills are important to both university and the workplace.
Everyone should get access to art galleries no matter where they live.
Many industries move to the countryside where manufacturing costs are lower.
We should focus on innovation, and if we don't, we are bound to lose out.
Experience would be an advantage for this managerial role.
The light can be seen as waves or particles.
I would like a tomato and cheese sandwich on white bread and orange juice.
Good research presents many benefits to real people.
100 years ago, Albert Einstein first published his theory of general relativity.
Is the hypothesis of black hole rendered moot as the explanation of astrophysics?
The university offers facilities to students and staff.
Please remain seated after finishing your exam.
The brain is the central computer of our bodies.
The exam will start on time. Please prepare yourself.
Read the safety instructions before using the equipment during the workshop.
We all know there are more important things in life than the rat race.
I was young and inexperienced and going too fast in wet weather.
Global warming is a threat to economic growth.
Exercise is important for mental and physical health.
Services are rapidly growing in parts of the global economy.
Cells are the basic building blocks of all animals and plants.
You cannot leave the examination center until you complete the form. Car permits are available to students and staff.
If you need help, let me know because I am here.
It is very important to wear masks during this pandemic.
Australia is the first AIDS-free country in the world.
Students have the option to live in college residences or apartments.
We have 3 distinctive libraries which are nationally acclaimed.
Parking permits can be collected through the Student Service Office.
Until you complete the form, you cannot attend.
Next time, we'll discuss the influence of the media on public policy.
All students must return the books to the college library before the end of the term.
Today's lecture is cancelled because the lecturer is ill. A man who suffered serious brain damage during an operation is suing the hospital.
The teacher asked the group to commence the task.
We can discuss education in the tutorial next week.
We are considering all candidates' backgrounds and identities.
Students can choose graduate certificate, graduate diploma and master course.
The trial experiment is to increase the interests of the issue and the jurisdiction clause.
You have to submit projects by the end of this week.
The subject is complex and difficult to explain.
Universities play major roles in students' lives.
Universities across the United Kingdom welcome a range of students.
Telecommunication is based on the array of networks.
My favorite sports are soccer, tennis and basketball.
Students will need to be in the lecture this Thursday.
Professor Tim Lee invented World Wide Web.
Soil erosion can be caused by increasing rainfall and changes in plant growth.
There are many people in the USA who are critical of the voting system.
Students should take advantage of the online help system before approaching their lecturers.
The library is located on the north side of the campus.
Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about the other theories that can explain the variations in climate.
If you forget your passport, you need to contact the student center.
When the demand for the course rose, university authorities took on additional academic staff.
Applicants for the course preferably have a degree in English or journalism. Any textual references you make should be cited appropriately in the bibliography.
The health center is situated at the corner of the university behind the library.
Animals grow larger and stronger to help them to hunt better.
.5% of Californian residents do not speak English at home. You can only choose one subject from biology and media.
Genetic and biochemical analyses have generated a detailed portfolio of mechanisms.
Spiritualism is defined as a system of belief or religious practice. The office said Dr. Smith will arrive later today.
The course registration is open in early March for new students.
Most of the assignments should be submitted on the same day.
I've got a tutorial in an hour and I haven't had any time to prepare for it.
Anyone who has a problem with their accommodation should speak to the welfare officer.
Your watch is fast. You need to reset it.
The study of archaeology requires intensive international fieldwork.
The well-known economist was supposed to reread the subscription before 8.
All essays and seminar papers submitted must be emailed to your tutor.
People with an active lifestyle are less likely to die early or to have a major illness.
A study skill seminar is on for the students who require assistance.
The study showed that people's moods can be affected by news and weather reports.
In 2011, the population of the world reached 7 billion.
If you are unable to complete the task in time, please notify me by email.
People who carry on eating junk food may suffer negative health consequences.
Another is an electric bus with an open bottom for cars to drive under.
In the Middle Ages, a disease caused the world population to fall.
The nearest automatic teller is in front of the anatomy labs.
Well, words come out of the culture that they represent and describe.
The puppets do comedy routines, and there is some terrific formation dancing.
Don't be afraid to leave part of research problems for future work.
Psychology is the study of mental processes and behavior.
Care needs to be taken for vulnerable groups in times of infection.
Students need to finish their assignments during the next 4 weeks.
The seminar will be in the last week of the quarter.
America is related to the chocolate industry. The country suffered a series of invasions by tribes from present-day Germany and Denmark.
The development is mainly included in Chapter 9.
Students can download the materials on the website.
We've decided to ask you to write 4 short pieces of written coursework this year.
We provide a wide range of courses to undergraduate and postgraduate students. Opposition to government tax policies is widespread across business sectors.
I don't like cheese tomato sandwiches on white bread.
The office opens on Wednesday and Thursday.
The test selected materials from all chapters in this course this semester.
Eating too much can lead to too many health problems.
Critical literature theories broaden interpretation.
The faculty staff are very approachable, helpful and extremely friendly.
The bookshop is located in the north of the main campus.
The bus in front of the building will take you to the bus station.
The city needs improved infrastructure to attract more investments.
The law library is closed on Sundays and public holidays.
The pollution level in New Delhi has reached an alarming level.
The tutor is there to help. So do ask if you don't understand anything.
There is varying plagiarism across different university departments.
This science fiction novel uses inventions of better space to create the setting. Vocabulary in a special field is jargon.
We don't accept assignments submitted after the due day.
You need to give a better example to support your argument.
The investigation aims to establish the extent of the problem.
Tomorrow's lunchtime seminar on nuclear engineering has been postponed.
The television output is giving evidently educational programming.
Chapter 1 provides the historical background of the topic.
Storytelling is a common teaching technique in many countries.
One of the hardest things about starting university is finding your way around.
The aim of the work presented could be formulated as follows.
Vessels carry blood from the heart to other parts of the body.
Talented people do special marketing.
Students should take advantage of the Internet before attending the lecture.
All undergraduate students should participate in the seminar.
Allergy problems do run in the family, but we don't understand why.
Being a student representative in the union really cuts into my study time.
Could you please pass the handouts to students in your row?
Farmers do not always receive prices for agricultural goods.
I believe children should read aloud more.
I thought the midterm exam was only worth half of our course grade.
I will check again, but I am pretty sure we are supposed to read Chapter 2.
It's the words of common occurrence that have different referential value.
Many of the most popular courses are available online.
Meeting with tutors could be arranged for students who need additional help.
More females than males graduated from universities last year.
Most university teaching takes place in lectures and seminars.
Please finish all the reading chapters before the field trip.
Students can download the materials from the website.
The aesthetic implications of this study have not yet been fully explored.
The country suffered a series of invasions by present-day Germany and Denmark.
The date of the invention of the first clock was disputed among historians.
The information on the Internet is becoming more reliable.
The inherent tension between these two features remains to be addressed.
The lecture will deal with the influence of technology on music. The majority of the hardware we are using was built for a customer.
This year we are applying to use a different type of assessment of this module.
We are not going to accept the assignment after the due day on Friday.
We don't teach the same way as we used to.
We like people to write a case study, describing an organization they know.
We've decided to ask you to write 4 short pieces of handwritten coursework this semester.
You will be less stressed if you are well prepared for the exam.
Conservation is the survival of future generations.
Does the government in your country help families that need help?
I think it's really difficult for an Englishman to imitate a real American accent.
I will be in my office every Tuesday and Thursday.
All lectures' handouts are downloadable on the university website.
There is absolutely no archaeological evidence to prove that Alexander the Great existed.
I spend my time really studying human beings.
The program will be shown on the television during the weekend.
Students' identification cards will be issued today and tomorrow.
The concepts in this thesis were not new.
The Arts magazine is looking for a new assistant editor.
Exam results will be available next week on the course website.
Modern poetry often tests the conventions of languages and rhythms.
Please make sure all workers follow the department guidelines.
Diagnosis is not a single event, but an evolving process.
The university will introduce several new courses in the coming year.
The search for universal explanations plays an important role in the development of archaeological theory.
The most modern agricultural equipment is now extremely expensive.
The theoretical proposal was challenged to grasp.
The undergraduate students are taught a rigorous course in our psychology department.
I can give you a hand if you need help.
You must ensure you do not include too much irrelevant information.
The translator is not available in our department.
Robert Frost thinks the rural area is livable for people in New England.
What is the most effective way of interaction between teachers and students in class?
Companies' projects must adapt to the general data protection regulations.
If you knew how to get there in time, why didn't you tell him?
It is quite clear that further research is required.
The topic for discussion is usually related to the topic for a speech.
Fungi are important in the process of decay, which returns ingredients to the soil, enhances soil fertility, and decomposes animal debris.
Students are not allowed to bring mobile phones in the examination hall.
The hardness of the butter is proportional to the softness of the bread.
The cafeteria features sandwiches, salads, soup, fish, and chicken.
Technology is important for the modern world.
Students must submit a thesis on an agreed subject within 4 years.
Students are encouraged to think carefully about their accommodation needs.
The doctor examined her and said she had a chest infection.
The deadline of assignments is the 4th of February.
The cafeteria is open on Monday and Thursday.
Students can borrow this book for a maximum of 1 day. The bibliography needs to be removed prior to publication. Eating a healthy breakfast can provide energy throughout the day.
Please note, submission deadlines are only negotiable in exceptional circumstances.
Scientists have found all parts of science.
All laboratory equipment will be provided in class. Key aspects of this investigative paradigm may prove useful in other spheres.
It's a great privilege to welcome our guest speaker to our college.
Animal behavior appears to contain both similar and distinct aspects to that of humans.
I have lectures on Tuesday from 9 o'clock until 2 o'clock.
Speaking one or more foreign languages will be useful in your career.
Tomorrow's lecture has been cancelled due to the power cut.
The office opens on Monday and Thursday following the freshman seminar.
Before submitting the paper, your thesis must be approved by your tutor.
There are lots of opportunities available for the students on campus.
His particular interest is in the 18th century French society.
You have to submit the project by the end of the week.
She has a small business about toys.
Students must attend the safety course before entering the engineering workshop.
All students depend on their future. Knowledge becomes a vital role in young generations.
There is a lot more about this topic on the university website.
The origin of psychology can be traced back to ancient Greece.
The graph shows the population growth in the last century.
The scientific beneficiary of space exploration is frequently questioned.
This program is running in partnership with a number of departments.
Your abstract should contain the empirical evidence of your research.
Car park permits can be obtained at the Student Service Center.
As more students enroll, universities should also employ additional staff.
Online availability of lecture notes is common practice among our teaching staff.
Selected applicants will collaborate with an extensive team of research professionals.
Higher education means higher pay and more opportunities you will get.
If finance is a cause of concern, scholarships may be available.
Scientists are always asking the government for more money.
Students are allowed to bring dictionaries to the exam.